And Tom Cavanagh is walking in the building. I have a junior reporter with me, Michelle's son, who's going to co-host this segment with me. Holden, can you say hello?
Hello.
Welcome. I'm glad we're tag teaming today. Tom Cavanagh, big star, The Flash. Do you watch The Flash, Holden?
Yeah, every night on Tuesday at 8.
Good job promoting it. The show's called The Flash, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock on what network?
The CW.
Tom Cavanagh needs to take you everywhere.
How did you know the network was the CW? You're amazing.
He is
Hi,
a
Jenny.
huge fan. Hi, Tom Cavanagh.
Can you
How
see
are
us?
you? Of course I can.
This technology is ridiculous. You guys,
Isn't it
it's
wonderful?
serious. This is
This serious.
This
We're
is
the
incredible.
top notch. Exactly. There's no better place than serious. We
We haven't been
junior
introduced.
reporter.
I'm Tom, by the way.
I'm Holden.
Oh, Holden, your shirt is awesome, by the way.
Thanks.
Holden is going to co-host this segment with me. This is my first time sharing a segment in my career besides on The View, which does I just erased
count.
that part. It does.
That
Exactly.
doesn't count.
I erased that whole thing out.
You
Congratulations.
have the power to just erase the view.
I do.
That is a superpower. That's a superpower. I'm like, look at this. Boom, gone. They're like, hey, wait a minute. We were something. Walter's like, wait, can she do that? Calling the agents. A bunch of ladies calling the agents.
Oh my God, that's too funny. I left when she left. I was smart. So you've been on The Flash for 4 seasons now. Congratulations.
Thanks.
But you play different versions of the same character. And for those that are new to the show, can you, and you do your nutshell elevator pitch?
The nutshell elevator pitch is like, hey, I got this movie. It's a bank robbery movie. Can we please do it? That's a whole different thing.
That's totally different.
Do you know the Reverse Flash, Holden?
Yep.
That's who I play. That's the main guy that I play. We've got this guy, the Flash, and then he wears a red suit, and I wear a yellow suit, and we chase all over the multiverse, which is a number of different Earths, and we fight each other over hundreds of years. That's the main guy that I play, the bad guy. And then I also play 3 or 4 or 5 other different characters, all called, do you know the name of the Harrison
Wells.
Boom. I mean, wow.
He's got to join you on your media tour
You're
and make life so
ridiculous.
much
You're
better.
so good. It makes it so easy. We're a good team, by the way. Cheers.
I know, right? I'm like, I don't know why he's just not taking over completely.
Yeah, I know.
So
well,
does
he's
it bother
going to.
you? He's going to.
Probably going to. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it one more minute. and I'm gonna let Holden take it away.
Yeah.
But so does it bother you that you keep getting killed off and you have to play different versions of your character, or does that actually keep it fresh?
No, that's sort of like almost in the contract. That's what I insist on because I'm like, good. I'm done. I wanted to play that guy. That guy was like, I was going to use a bad word, but since you're here, Holden, he was like not a good guy, but he ended up being a good. The first Harry Wells talks like this. He's socially awkward. He doesn't like people. He's just getting to the point. He's got a big pulse laser. He goes around shooting things. But then turns out heart of gold. Then after doing that for a year, I'm like, all right, now I want to do comedy, and I did HR. Remember HR?
Yes.
And here's what HR would do. Say anything, Jenny. Say anything.
Today's a beautiful
It's
day.
a beautiful
isn't it?
day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It
really
is.
enjoy it.
I love it too. That's HR. He just
Oh my
he wants to
God.
align with whoever he wants to. He's like, yeah, you're amazing.
So
You
it's
know.
just
Definitely.
And after a year of agreeing with people, I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So we killed him. What do you have? You had drumsticks. Remember that was
Yeah.
actually cool. That was really annoying. So you've done television all your life. So
Yes.
imagine if you had drumsticks and how annoying that would be for all your castmates. You're just like,
Oh, yeah.
bugga. So I had so I was the most hated guy on set because drumsticks.
How
But
much input do you have on this?
tons. Yeah, it's really shameless. But they're kind of like they're great, like Todd Helbing, who exec producer is a good friend of mine. He'll be like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I want to bang around some drumsticks." And want to do this, and he's like, "That's great." You know what I
Oh my
mean?
God, you sound
Yeah.
like you have the best job
It's
ever.
really a tremendous job with really tremendous people. The cast they're like Cisco and Caitlin. Yeah, look at you. You're amazing. And Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash himself. Yep. These guys are all Jesse Martin, who did Law and Order for 47 years. These guys are like, why are you laughing? These guys are like actual incredible humans. So you know what it's like when you get on a show where like people are great.
Oh, you don't
It's
ever want to
incredible.
leave.
No, it's amazing. Yeah.
Well, it's obviously you're doing an amazing job. You've got huge fans, and the one sitting next to you as the biggest. Coming up next week, though, there's the gigantic mega event that involves the Flash, Supergirl, the Green Arrow. What is going on?
Yes.
How big is this huge crossover?
Here's why this thing is fun, because so there's 4 shows that we're cross-pollinating with, Legends and Flash and Arrow and Supergirl, but over the years, you kind of run into these people, and they're nice people, and you like them. Like Melissa Benoist, who plays Supergirl, is one of the all-time greatest human beings. And suddenly they're coming over and doing your show, and they're really nice people, and it all makes sense because we're all superheroes. That's one thing. The other good thing about it is, for Melissa and myself and Steven, who plays Arrow, we get to, again, put on our bad guy suits. And I get to put on the Reverse Flash suit again, and then we get to try and take over the world. And we also play the good versions of ourselves who are fighting ourselves, and that's like really fun to do. So it's one of these. It's like, I'm going to defeat you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Ha ha, think again. I'm going to defeat you. Obviously, you haven't read the script. It's that kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's really fun to do.
It's so fun. It was fun just watching you do that right now.
Yeah.
Now, I can't take all the joy. I have to share it with my junior reporter here on the Jenny McCarthy Show. Holden, why don't you take it away?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yep.
When you first read your script as Thawne, did you think after playing Thawne you would leave?
I'm not answering that question. See, Holden, celebrities are not cool. They're not your friends. You think that they are, but then they just turn out to be people like that. And if you're going to do this job, you got to get into the maintenance. You got to be like, hey, you're handsome, Tom. It's so great to have you here. You look sort of
It's
youngish.
called sugar before the salt.
Yeah, exactly. So what was your question?
That was funny.
When you first read your script as Thawne, did you think after playing Thawne that you would leave?
Nah, because there's a thing at Warner Brothers. It's called a money truck, and they back that thing up, and they have to they make me sign a contract for all this money, and I can't leave. They have to if they're going to give me this money, I have to keep doing the show.
You know how your mom has to go to work every day, Holden?
Yeah.
That's exactly why he has to keep going.
You know what works out is mom loves her job. In this instance, I'm mom. This is a weird analogy. What's your next question?
Describe the character Harry in your own words.
Well, I did. That was the guy who's he's bad.
The mean genius.
He's socially awkward. Yeah, that's what he's a mean genius?
Mm-hmm.
A mean genius. That didn't work, but your thing is really good. You should come write this show. He's going to be hiring me one day. He's going to be like, you're going to be hiring people one day and be like, not him. I didn't really care for Tom Cavanagh that much. You got anything
What's your
else?
next question?
What is your favorite character that you've played on The Flash so far?
Great question. Well, HR was fun to do because he just was, he had drumsticks and he could make a lot of noise and it was sanctioned. But Reverse Flash is really that's the reason I signed on to play the Reverse Flash
villain?
opposite the Flash. Yeah, and why that's cool, Holden, is he's got a super suit, and back when I was your age, super suits were spandex, and guys with little pot bellies wore those super suits, and it looked awful. And nowadays, Ben Affleck can be on an all donut diet, and they put muscles on his thing, and he looks amazing. And so this is the day and age when you want to wear a super suit, and I've got a super suit, and I'm checking boxes, and I love it.
Well, that answers my next question.
Oh, oops. We didn't you don't have a segment producer that ran these questions by me earlier, so I don't know what the heck. What's your next question? Because I can make stuff up like crazy. You might have noticed.
I saw on Facebook a Tom and Grant thing.
Oh, well, that's not appropriate for you, Holden. Tom and Grant there's a lot of blood and guts and car chases, and it's an armed robbery and bad guys, and Holden right now is going, I can't wait to see this thing. Yes. Yeah, so it's and you know who the stars of that are?
You and Grant?
Holy Hannah in a handbasket, you're quick. Yes, Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash, plays Grant. Tom Cavanagh, who is me, plays Tom. And together we're the two most inept bank robbers in all the country. And we decide to go rob a bank, and it does not go well. And it's very funny, and there's a lot of blood, and it's a really fun thing. And so soon, when I say soon, I mean in a decade for you'll be able to watch that. And other people, hopefully it'll be released online in the new year and they can watch it.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, good. You're agreeable. I love that. He's like, I'm not going to hang my hat on Tom Grant. Yeah, good.
You got anything else, Holden?
Who is your favorite Flash character on the show?
Oh, wow. That's really good. I'm going to do this thing that I'm really good at in interviews, right? When I don't want to answer a question,
yes,
I say, who's yours?
Oh, genius.
Barry.
Wow, I'm sitting right beside you. I'm literally 2 feet from you, and you're like...
Wait, can I have two?
Okay, you can have 2, but only if, and this is comedy now. I'm teaching you comedy. These are very important lessons. I'm going to say yes, and when you say your person, don't make it me, because that's comedy. So, yes, you can have 2. Who's your second favorite?
Cisco.
Nice. See? How about this? You can have 3.
Caitlin.
Nice.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I didn't make not even the bronze. That's great. That's awesome.
Tom, you are amazing. And hey, Holden, I got to tell you, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, you did. Is that it? Do you have more questions?
Yep.
Oh, what? Do we have to go? Jenny's like, we're over. We got like.
No, I'm
going
to give him two more.
If you had to pick between Barry and Cisco on the show, who would you pick?
Well, see, this is a very, very good question. And what we need to know is, what are we picking for? Like, are we playing are we on stage? Are we dancing? Because if we're dancing,
to play,
it's Barry. But if we're like singing, it's Cisco, because he's amazing. If we're doing like computer stuff, tech stuff, Cisco, right? If we're like, got to go save a busload of children who are falling off a bridge, Barry, right? Do you know what I mean? But if I could really choose, I would take them both. You know why? Because they're awesome human beings. See what I did about taking both?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
You have to be you're the greatest dad, I'm sure. You're
the
the
guy,
most exhausted father.
I went to see. Yeah, no, it's a loud and entertaining household. I went to see Roger Hodgson of Supertramp recently, and in the crowd they yelled, "We love you, Roger!" And Roger said, "Well, you don't have to live with me." And I sort of feel like a lot like that.
Same way.
Yeah.
All right, Holden. Last question.
If you could make up one plot twist for a character to take, what would it be?
One plot twist. I think what we haven't done yet is Pizza Man, which is a guy who comes down. He likes that. A guy that comes down and just starts delivering pizza, and then we get to leak for like 8 days worth of shooting and 9 because we have to do a stunt day. All we're doing is eating pizza. I think that would be I think we need to get Pizza Man in there.
So it's kind of like how HR delivered coffee?
Holy cow. Yeah, and look at this. I'm actually drinking coffee. So I like coffee. I have a coffee here. And so when I was creating the HR character, I was like, you know what he does? He drinks a lot of coffee. And so every day the prop person has to fresh coffees. So we actually bought a nice fancy coffee machine. And so this guy would be just like that, only with pizza. And everyone would eat pizza.
I would like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Holden, congratulations.
Yes,
you did an amazing job.
You nailed your segment. High five. Nice.